Oh, the background music. I feel like the background music alone in this area is gonna make me cry.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
It's Meteon.
A world
Or
suffering
one of her
a
sisters.
slow
A world
death,
suffering a slow death.
whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
This is what I'm worried about. Where is Thancred?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh, yes. He is here and there and everywhere within this space.
If he had form?
He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone.
She
Didn't
unmade
even
him?
have the chance to be transformed.
Can he be put back together? What?
Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature.
These birds are freaking loud. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Estinian, Ren, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. Thou wouldst bid me speak? Folly. I observed the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Am Knoll, the cradle of unsown dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will. I shall remain. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. What are those? It's a hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar on Atheris. Midgard Stormer's kind must have once lived and thrived in a place such as this. Vitra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Oh, they're shattered dragon eggs! Like, I thought they were the metal things. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in the pool of embryonic fluid. This is depressing. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonette was indeed hatched, there is no sign of it here, or its sire for that matter. We should look for them. No! No, malformed dragonette! I can't kill him! I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's so sad! The boisterous howling hath been quieted? Of its baby? Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon. Or something resembling one. Ah, I see what's happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps some eggs with Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain? They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. Oh no. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait! You claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. They went only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand, and wish that I did not. What fools we were. What Meteon told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is, we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. That's my girl, you stole it, always figuring it out. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
I'm gonna read it. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. They and their children now rule our skies. Their song heard by all.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
The Heavensward music! I just recognize
There is
it.
no nobility in your penance.
I always get chills when that
You wallow in
plays.
self-pity. And after everything we've endured, We will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back.
Okay, that is that.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Don't do it. What are you gonna do? We're losing everyone one by one.
No! Not Estinian too! There's a wind. He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did. Oh, Alphino.
Oh no, the music. Oh my god. Don't start. Don't start already.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
This is Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here. Why we still have a chance to stop her. It's the Heaven's Word music. It's the Dragon Song War theme. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alize is right. We must press on, for their sake. Every time this comes on, I get complete chills. I just thought I heard, like, the boss music. Hail, travelers! This is the most unexpected occurrence. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. Oh, he's cute. Okay, he's not so cute anymore. Okay, he's cute again. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intention, Ia, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kofkuj? I hope that's how it's pronounced. Yes, Kopkuj of the Ia. Sorry, this was a lot of reading. I kind of let this... To bring an end to our existence, though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. Okay, this thing is psychotic. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. Why is she looking at me? I don't know. Yes, the abode of the Ia, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers, you will find, remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline conch shards hanging from the stone structures there. Oh. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal... I need to stop talking. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate. These things are definitely freaky. The dragons I could understand a bit better. I like how the quest titles are going a bit insane. There is no response. Okay. Is he the only one left? Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment. I must remember. What form did I take when I last emerged? They don't remember shit! The strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. I see. If they failed to answer, then it's likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated ether now. May I introduce you to Lalak, Dudik, and Nenenij. It has been too long, Kafkuj. I dare say Solder has since completed an... Is that the planet we're on? There's too many different names. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? No, Graha, you are not. As meticulously as one might recreate the Ia's homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarat. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Ia yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we could eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become... I hate that word! Can we pick a different word? Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. We're standing right here. Y'shtola is gonna be like, that may be your truth, but ours is completely different. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end.
Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose
Probably
of
not.
this
Oh, I can't wait for
conversation
Y'shtola
is not
to
impart
slam down on
knowledge.
these Ia.
Such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
Okay, they just sound like wimps.
Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest.
Why would we abandon our quest for knowledge?
Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and
But maybe
pure.
we would find a solution if we kept
It is
looking
the only way.
and didn't just give up. Oh, give it to him, Yashola. Tell him what's up.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not
Oh
heed
my
it.
gosh, I love her.
Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
I did call
Are
that.
you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
She's my favorite.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't! The universe may end, and all may be for naught. But I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
That's my girl.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
I forgot.
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
What?
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey.
The way forward.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled. Souls return to the star. Or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again. To know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
Damn, that's dark.
This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris.
Begging your pardon, but we are searching for the denizens of this star. Bzz, unknown life forms detected. Assigning generic label. Interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to this planet. Blip bloop. Our people, meanwhile, are called the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. We are preparing for war. Oh, great. As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and/or terminated. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the home world of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Okay, it's all starting to come together here. They're the ones who invaded the dragons. This will come as no surprise, but there was no way forward. Then as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. I think I gotta voice act this. What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Oh! The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it. Is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. Oh, he doesn't want to get rid of the tree! However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves, like we did countless others. We conquered the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, it extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds.
Our kind did not always look as they do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them...
Graha.
I want you to make me a promise.
Of course.
Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more. That this won't be the end.
Oh, you say it, I'll do it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back. First, I want to visit Ishgard.
Is he asking us out right now? Like, is this a date he's asking us on?
We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures in the places where you
This is definitely a date.
I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together. Unlike
Is this a
any we've
proposal?
experienced
Like,
before.
this
We'll
is...
travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will.
Oh. Don't do this to me.
If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly.
Oh, it's the
What of our
Shadowbringers
bodies?
music.
It is the same one, we might say. Yet, technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We
You can. You can and you will.
cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unalike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants.
He's talking about his love for us.
If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
That was good. This is it. Oh, the music.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
They all leave so easily, as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? This song, the next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick, and that'll be just a start. That crystalline path, Graha's paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on. For our friends, and all who will await us in faith. The innumerable lights that shine in the distance, to think that they all could have birthed civilizations, to think that everything they built has gone to dust, their peoples lost to despair, of the stars floating in the sea of midnight, ours is a lonely aberration. And yet, no matter how many worlds have met their ends, with you and Alizé beside me, there is nothing I fear, no ocean so vast I cannot cross. Those broken stars I see, shattered, ruptured, unraveled. I wonder if they're also worlds recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. I'm already gonna cry! Okay. Whew, I've gotta hold it together.
I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything.
Oh, that was a good line.
I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
Is that the Realm Reborn music?
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
Silence. In this city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. The sorrow of 1,000,000 worlds weighs heavy, and yet you can walk on.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
Do not despair.
Do not despair, you are not without allies.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
A future shaped by the choices we made in ways we could never foresee.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home. I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
You may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Let's finish this.
Resignation and acceptance reign in this place. The rejection of life by those who came to curse it. Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the world.
You must triumph.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
I am ever grateful.
After all these years,
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
and Godspeed.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
I won't forsake our cause. Emmett and Hitful Deus.
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls.
Is this real? Are they here?
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration.
Is Emmett gonna bring everyone back?
You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Atheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
It's the flower, the Elpis flower.
Meteon, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight.
Oh, it used up all its power.
May you ever walk in the light.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Come with us, Meteon. Oh. We didn't have to reach her nest. We just instilled hope in her.
Can you hear me?
It's our old Meteon.
The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
No, don't go.
You're leaving?
Of course. The Encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Hydaelyn's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible.
I'm so glad Emmett was in this.
Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another. Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
We'll see them again.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
I like them so much. I don't think I ever knew what to say to the man. In retrospect, it always felt like the wrong thing. But the past notwithstanding, he came to your aid in your moment of need. We are here, and we will not squander this chance he has given us. We will see this tale to a triumphant conclusion and bid the final curtain fall.